Now that we've mastered the serve, let's work on the second most important shot, which is the return of serve. A lot of the times I see players standing too close to this baseline. One of the biggest tips I would tell you is to give yourself a little bit more time and space back here in anticipation of their serve coming very, very deep. Now in the other episode, we talked about getting a nice deep serve. So as a response to a deep serve, I want to give myself time and space to set up for my return. If you're playing someone that is serving relatively short, that is the time when you can take a few steps in. But when you're very first beginning or playing a player you've never played before, we always want to make sure we give ourselves time and space behind the baseline to set up for this serve. This is the one time in pickleball when I tell players that come from tennis that they can be a tennis player. I came from tennis, and this is one of the most fun shots because this is the one time in pickleball where I can really have a chance to hit the ball hard and turn my hips and shoulders away from the net. A lot of the times in pickleball, when we're up at the kitchen line, we're staying square in our squat position, but this is the time in the game where I'm able to turn away from the net and really drive that ball forward. Okay, again, those big tips when we're returning is I want to give myself time and space for that ball to bounce in front of me. I don't want to let that ball get anywhere near my toes because it's not going to give me any time to set up for that return. Now, there will be times when you play opponents that are having a short serve, and it's much easier to move forward than it is to retreat. So I want to make sure I'm always having my body weight move through this shot because at the end of the day, when I'm sitting back here returning, my job is to get to that kitchen line where my doubles partner's already at. If I'm on my back foot trying to return this ball, it's going to delay the process and the amount of time it takes me to get up to that kitchen line, and I might end up in the transition zone here digging a ball out by my feet. So when Clint serves this ball over the net, I want to make a decision. If that ball's going to come on the right-hand side of my body, I want to turn my hips and shoulders so I can swing and rotate from my forehand side. And on the flip side of that, if that ball comes down the center towards my backhand, I want to turn and step into the ball and then use the rotation of my hips and shoulders to propel that ball forward. Again, I say the serve and the return are point starters in pickleball. It's not a point ender. It's a ball to set up the point. A lot of the times I see players serving way too big and returning way too precise. This is just a ball to get into play. So when I'm back here as a returner, my role is to not only get the ball over the net, but to also keep it back and keep it deep, or to give myself time to move up. Okay, so Clint's going to hit a couple balls to me, and I'm just going to show you what a proper return looks like. Keep in mind, I'm trying to move through the ball every single time that I make contact with it. Here we go. I'm turning, and I'm rotating. I'm stepping in. I'm swinging all the way through this ball. I got to make a decision, right? I got to take this ball on the right or the left side of my body. I want to be able to move through it so I can move up to the kitchen line. Here we go. There's a backhand. I'm stepping in every single time. That was a little tough one. Turning, stepping, swinging. All right, I'm never taking my eye off the ball. All right, I'm watching every single ball come off his paddle, and I'm watching it make contact with mine. Let's do 3 more. I'm turning, I'm stepping in, and I'm following through. Last one right here. Good. 1 more. Turning, making a decision, committing to that decision, hitting a nice deep return, and moving forward. Now that we've gone over the mechanics of the serve and the return, we're going to do it as a drill and put everything together. So this is going to incorporate the serve and the return. Here's how it works. Clint over there, his job is the role of the server, okay? My job over here is the role of the returner. We're working together as a team. So like I said earlier, the balls and the serves and the returns, it's really nice if they go nice and deep. So if Clint can get his serves to land at the line of cones or back behind the line of cones, roughly in the back 33% of the court, and my return goes into my 33% of the court, then we're going to get 1 point as a team. If Clint misses his serve altogether, or I miss my return, neither of us get a point for our team. Okay, so this has to work together. We have one job and one role in this drill, and right now Clint's job is the role of the server, and my job is the role of the returner, and our goal is to try to get to 11 points as quick as possible while keeping the ball in play. Here we go. So Clint's going to serve one ball, His serve is deep. My return is deep. We would get 1 point as a team. Let's do it again. Again, we're working on consistency here with the serve and the deep return. There's 2 points for our team. This is not a singular drill. This is a drill with a partner. We're 3 for 3. Again, right now, Clint's ball went deep, so no points are scored for our team. Let's do it again. Good. We got 4 points. I have my cones set up on that side of the court to work on my down the line return. You can also do this drill when your return is cross court as well. Nice. Good deep serve. Pushes me back, forces me to pop the ball up. And my job as the returner is to stay down on the ball and use my hips and my shoulders to drive through that ball. Last one, Clint. Good. Just like that. Again, do this with a partner. We're working on depth of serve, depth of return. If both of you can do your rolls correctly, then you'll score a point for your team.